development and development from a family. Now that's like frontline access negotiator and trainer and facilitator from the Center of Competence of Nigerian Negotiation, Geneva in Switzerland, with a 16-year working experience in diverse fields and domains. Former Council Development Officer for OCDA, currently a researcher with the Ministry of Scientific Research and Innovation. Founder and CEO of Yaounde Cameroon, the head office in Bamenda and the branch office in Yaounde. Yaounde is a humanitarian and non-profit organization. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Yaounde.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, for that wonderful introduction of my modest self. And there is one thing about me that I always like to stand tall about it, which Mr. Chair has not said, which is given to me by virtue of my birth, my title, by virtue of birth, which is one not done. That's the title I hold by virtue of birth. And in this form, I can just identify about 3 of us with that same title. Myself, my junior sister, Langwai Elizabeth, my brother, Diam, and our uncle, Cherway. Those are the 3 titles. Those are the people holding that title.
What is here?
And another one there. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And our mother there can testify. She can testify. You know, in Coco, when you are one on top, and especially during celebrations in the palace, especially in those days that we were still back in school, when there's a funeral celebration in the palace, when we are about to leave school, you only came going home to give you back to remove your uniform, you dive straight to the palace with your friends. Your friends will follow. My friends usually follow me because they know I am the one on top. I will go to them when non-tops are seated. When they see us outside, they say, "One on top and we will leave." When they will give us enough food, we will eat, and then we'll start running behind Jujus, fighting to carry xylophones behind Jujus. That's a wonderful thing about me that I always stand on about it. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair, for that wonderful introduction, and all protocol to be respected. I want to take this special time to thank our elites and our fathers for taking this wonderful time, despite their busy schedule, to come give the youth a wonderful push in this Maiden Youth Summit. As earlier said, I am talking about community development and capacity building. In this wonderful summit. So we're going to have a plan of our work. We'll be looking at the objectives. We look at the concept of community development, the concept of community and community development. We will be looking at the role of youth in community development, the concept of capacity building, key strategies for capacity building, our expectation. We equally have to look at the role of youth, our expectation, and then the process. What then is the take-home message? And we will be concluding. So if we want to look at our objective, we start with our main objective. And our main objective says that to inspire and empower youth to actively participate in community development initiatives and to build their capacity to become effective leaders within our communities. Yes, we need to build our capacity because you can be willing and you're not capable and you will not do the right thing. That is why we need to build our capacity. And we'll see the various ways we're going to. And specifically, we want to increase awareness. We want to let the youth understand that the development of the is in our hand. We need to create this awareness so that youth get up and take up responsibility for what is expected of them. And then we want to promote engagement. You know, we've come from different backgrounds. We've talked about diversity, and it would be wrong for you who is here to go back without being engaged, without taking a decision that I want to effectively participate when it comes to the development of our community. You don't need to be pushed. You don't need to be forced. You just need to take that willingness because of the community you're coming from. It's your role. It's a privilege that you must take it. And then we want to talk about enhancing skills. You cannot do, as I said, you need to enhance our skills. We need to build our capacity, and this can be through working sessions like this. This can be through formal education, it can be online, it can be on-site, it can be through collaboration. We need to build our skills. It can be through reading, it can be through practical experiences. We need to enhance our skills. And we need to foster collaboration. By fostering collaboration, what do we mean? We are here when we come from various places. As I said, it would be bad for you to go back home without having met somebody. All these elites seated here, they are great people. And it is a place for the youth when we come to workshops like this, when we come to places like this, do what we call networking. Networking. So that you can present yourself, I do this, and definitely there can be an elite here who can show you the way, who can give you a push with your vision, with your ideas, so that you can foster and go ahead. So that's why we talk about foster collaboration, which comes through networking. And then we instill a sense of responsibility in you, which is very important. We come of age, and we do not want to remain in that era where we think that everything should be done to us. We are talking about community development today, and it is participatory. Today, the company is talking about participatory development, and that's why the government is pushing on the notion of decentralization, which is a process, which is not an event, where you have to show me what you can do. Now, in a community, we will not just sit and say everything should come from the council, everything should come from the state. There is a small bridge that we can participate, do something. And when we start doing it, the government will not see that, oh, these people are serious people. And that's how the government will come in to collaborate with us, to assist us, to give us the resources that we need to do what we started with. So we're talking about participation, a sense of responsibility. We, the youth, we need to be responsible, take our decisions, do things that are right. Don't just wait that everything is given out to us, everything should be done to us. And when everything is done to us, we do not earn it. There will be no sustainability because we will soon have our money and provide resources. Yes, it is important for us to know what are the sources of money. Because when projects are identified, the next thing is to mobilize resources. How do we mobilize these resources if we don't know the sources of funding? We need to have a network of funders. What do they fund? Where can we go to get funds? And it's very important. So in forums like this, we are open so that we know various sources where we can mobilize our resources to be able to realize our objectives and our goal achieved. Then we empower our voice and expression. We need to rise up. We need to stand for what is just. We need to stand for what is good. We need to stand for what is true. We should shun hate speech. We should not align with things that do not build us, that do not build our community. So we need to have that power in our voice to say the right thing, to do the right thing, and express ourselves without fear nor favor. And so, what is a community? My sister talked much about community, and I will just not waste much of our time here. But what I want us to understand that communities actually is a place or a group of people who share common interests, struggles together, and have the same aspiration. It could be a neighborhood where you grew from. It could be your school, it could be your working class, it could be your friends, it could be anywhere that you grew and you people support one another. But we should just also know that community is not all about the geographical location. Yes, it could be where we are living together. It could be made up of diverse individuals with their unique talent, skills, and perspectives. And when we understand this diversity, as it has already been said, then we are capable and willing to face the challenges that are ahead of us. Community development then. And I started by talking that development nowadays is participatory. We no more talk of that we expecting that A do this or the company should do this. We can do it, and we are capable of doing it. And so it is participatory. And community development is about empowering individuals and groups to take control of their own life, of their own development, to work together, to address common challenges together. It is all about improving the quality of life that we live for everyone in that community. It's a process. Community development is a process. It's not an event. We are here today for an event, and by the event will be over. Now it is a process that can begin today, it continues tomorrow, and it can be intergenerational. So that is community development. We started building Oku, and Oku will continue to the next generation to come. And when they come, they continue building Oku. That is the process that we're talking about, and that is our community development. And it involves economic growth, it involves social growth, environmental sustainability, and our cultural awareness. It's important to recognize that community development doesn't simply happen overnight, as I said. It is a process and will keep on in the process. Now, what is the role of youth? We, the youth, we have the pivotal role when it comes to community development because we have the energy, we have the power, we have the brain, and that we have initiatives that can propel our community from one level to another. We are young, we are unique, we have the opportunities, we have the influence, and we can drive positive change in our community. We have fresh perspectives, as I said. So we have innovative ideas. That is our role to build our community. I said that development is participatory, and so the youth, our role is that we participate in all the stages of community development, which begins from the decision making, and that decision making can be in a village concentrated from this group. We start from decision making, where we, the youth, we participate in that decision making, we identify the problems in the community, do the needs assessment, we go further to identify solutions, we do the feasibility studies, we do the resource mobilization, as I said earlier, that we need to participate to raise funds, generate money to do those projects, and the implementation, we should be there to follow up the project, do what we call monitoring and evaluation. And when we do all these things, it means we are part of the project. We identify ourselves in the project, and by so doing, we own the project, and by so doing, we are sure that the project will be sustainable. If we can remember, if you're moving maybe from Bamenda to Yaounde, most often you will see some projects, maybe some markets that have been constructed by the state, and they are abandoned in bushes. In such projects, isn't it? When they see such projects, the reason being that the population did not take the project as their own. They did not participate in the project. They didn't contribute anything. They didn't participate in decision taking. They didn't participate in execution of the project, in the follow-up. And after that, when the project is constructed, they abandon the project. It's not their problem because they didn't take the project as their project. Example is being given of the project that was from the water project in the Goro community in the north, where the project, one humanitarian organization just brought a project, water project, and the population were not actually involved in that project. Portable pipe stand water were constructed in their verandas and around their doors. But can you imagine that these women, the Goro women, they will come out, they will abandon the water, the portable water that is standing in their door, they will move distance far off to carry water that is running from stream. Yes, they prefer to carry that one rather than this one. Why? Because maybe they were not involved in the decision taking. Maybe by their culture, they love to go far off to fetch water. So that in that process, they can be making their one or two courses. Maybe that is what they did. And if they were involved, if they actually participated in the decision that we will do water, then maybe they would have given their suggestion, please don't put the taps here, but take it further away from our home. That is how the project becomes useful and sustainable. So we, the youth, it is our place to participate at every stage in our developmental projects so that we only take it over. The chair rightly said something that they are preparing to hand everything to us, the youth. Should they hand it to irresponsible youth? Should they hand it to people that are not willing to participate? Should they hand it to people hard-earned development, hard-earned achievement? They just take as hand to people that will abandon it, just like those people that they abandon it up and they go further. The answer is just no. And so we need to show a sense of responsibility before we are handed such responsibility. So how do we empower ourselves? We need to empower ourselves before we can do all this that I've been saying here. We need to empower ourselves. And this can be done through capacity building. Capacity building is a process of strengthening the skills, abilities, and resources of individual, organization, and community. It's about equipping people with the tools they need to succeed to make meaningful development. Capacity building enhances our skill, knowledge, and ability. It brings up the talent in you. Now imagine a toolbox for a plumbing toolbox. The water project is being realized in a community, in a village. And then, with those projects, they often give what we call the toolbox, the management policy, so that you can use it in case of any breakage, you can use to repair the standards. Now, with the toolbox, after a beautiful water project, the toolbox is given to the members of the project management committee. without their capacity being built, without their capacity being developed. The toolbox will mean nothing to them. A small puncture in the pipeline will make the village, will cause the village to stay for months without water. Something that if they have the skills, if they have the ability, the tools are there, they will just use it, run the small pipe, and they will have water. Then now they will just sit and be waiting for council to come, waiting for government to come, waiting for Yaounde to come, waiting for the elite to come and contribute money so that they pay the nation. That toolbox will mean nothing to them. There are various tools there with different functions. And so they need to build their capacity. They need to teach them that this one is good for this one is good for this, this one is good for this, before they hand them to make it sustainable. The same thing what we are talking about, capacity building here. If we do not build our capacity, we will make nothing. The tools will be there at our disposal. They will make nothing for us. It will not save us anything. We will be there suffering, crying, waiting for Yaounde to come, while the solution is just around us. We need to rise up, attend workshops, do personal research, go online, go to YouTube and Google videos about something that you have, that you skilled in, something you want to know, and you will learn and you will know, so that we will not sit and be that dependent youth. So we need to build our capacity. We as individuals, build your capacity first before you wait for others to do it for you. So what are the strategies to build this capacity that we're talking about? The first one is education and skill. Setting over and over. You can get it through formal education, through informal education. You can go to school, you can do it online, hand-on-hand experience, grow knowledge of others, and do networking. As I said, we should not leave this place without doing your networking. Do your networking. Go closer to people, talk to people, talk with your neighbor, exchange contacts for professional purposes, not for any other purpose. For professional purposes. Exchange contact, go to this our area, talk to them, share with them your vision, tell them what they are looking for faith. By so doing, they'll help you in one way. By just talking with somebody who builds your capacity, that person can be a mentor to you. So we have education, we have networking, we have active participation. Look at the bond. Our parents became there before some of the youth. So there is no active participation. We that we are here, we will go home better than before. There is no way that we can go home the way we came. We are going home with something. We are better than those who did not go. So we need to participate actively. And it's through that active participation that you can be able to build a wonderful capacity. You can be able to build a wonderful capacity. I want to take an example of myself. After my university studies, I did the law, pure law, common law, and common law has nothing to do with development. Common law has nothing to do with project. Common law has nothing to do with community work. But through continuous participation in such activities, I was following project and I would reject the project, I would do construction here and I come and say, sir, this is polygon. It's not as a specification in the contract because it has been through practical experience. And that was through active participation. I would follow projects, I would come out with contract, I would design contract, bring perfect technical specification in the contract, and I follow all the execution, and the control engineers may say, come and take my report to submit to their funding ministry. So it's through active participation that today I'm talking about development. I'm not standing here to talk about law, which is my foundation, which is my education. My formal education is law, but I'm talking about development. And I've gained that skill through active participation. And you can equally get this through advocacy and leadership. You should not be afraid to speak, as I said. Speak if you know that this is right, and you stand for what is right, and you know that you're faithful to what you're saying, your ideas, speak it out, bring it out, share it, discuss with one or two persons. And so that is how we do, and then our capacity will not be static. When we combine that this community development and capacity building, we create a powerful force that can bring change in our community. Yes, we can do all this. And how can we do it? Yes, we can. I titled this, Yes, We Can. As Coco Youth, yes, we can. Yes, we can build trust and social cohesion. Yes, we can foster collective action and collaboration. The other speaker talked about collaboration, diversity. Yes, we can do that. We can foster it. Yes, we can develop local leadership and ownership on our project, on our development, contribute. When you give you 1,000 francs to something, I mean, that you will become part of that thing. You will be interested to know how they are managing the fund. You will be interested to know if the development is going on. Yes, we can. Yes, we can, and until we the youth, because most often we the youth we consider that not out. When they don't have that contribution, youth are not employed, are not doing anything. But I sat one day and I just have a small calculation. The population of Cocoa is about 200,000. 200,000. And when there is other contribution, we have people that give 5 million, we have people that give 500,000, we have people that give 2 million, 100, and such the amount. And at the end of the day, we can raise like 50 million, right? We can raise like 50 million. We can raise like 50 million. But now, look at this population of Cocoa, which is getting to 200,000 in Africa. Imagine, and it's made up of the youth. The greater population of this population is made up of the youth. These youths are not accusing us. There was what kind of analysis that I was trying to do. The greater population of this Cocoa is made up of the youth. Many we the youth, we most often at times withdraw ourselves and think that we don't have anything to do. But if this population of 200,000, let's keep aside those who give 5 million, 1 million, and say everybody is participating and giving us 1,000. How much can we raise? We raise about 200 million. 200 million. Nobody will feel it. Nobody will feel the pains. Nobody will feel anything. 200 million. Is there anybody here that cannot raise 1,000 for a year? Obviously, there's nobody. So we, the youth, we need to rise up. We need to take control. We need to participate. We need to get involved. I said, yes, we can. We can do it, and we can do it more better. Now, when we get that 1,000, those people who 5 million, with 1 million, with 500,000, with those heavy amount, can you imagine what we can raise on Cocoa? Cocoa will become a great nation in Cameroon. We are great. Yes, we have been blessed by God. We have been blessed by the manpower, but we need to take responsibility to go ahead. Yes, we can enhance our skill and knowledge. Yes, we can increase access to resources and opportunities. The opportunities are there, but we just need to show up. We need to be consistent. We need to be committed, and we try innovations and creativity. So, what should we do then? We keep on listening and valuing diverse perspectives. We can talk about diversity. Listen and value diverse perspectives. Listen to one another. Share ideas. Don't monopolize everything. That if it is not my own way, it will not work. No, let's dialogue. Let's talk, and then we come up with better ideas. And then we'll keep on building inclusive and equitable relationships. We've been talking about inclusivity. She started by presenting a picture of people, even them. In our development, if we do not make it to be inclusive, we will not go further, because the one I talk about inclusivity, we talk about resilience, environmental climate change. We involve persons with disability so that we can now go further, and then we foster a sense of belonging and connection, and we embrace complexity and uncertainty. And most importantly, at times we just celebrate successes. When we succeed, that's how we show everybody those that will succeed. But those moments that we're crying, we cannot snap it and send it to social media. So we should. Somebody that started something and failed is better than someone that has never started anything. Because we learn from those mistakes, and you're better than someone that has never tried. So while we are celebrating those successes, we should remember and learn from our failures. And then how can we now do? How can we put this to practice? The youth, how can we do it? And say this should be our take home. We start by giving attention to and engaging in our community development. All that should not come, and then we only see the big people going, the elderly people going, the change that they are having to us, and we need to be. If we are not available, they will sit on it, and then we, the youth, will still be the same people to complain and cry, say that, and they are only sitting on it. They don't want to give us opportunity. And when they ask, where are we? So where are we? Is it all about for youth? We are not there, and so why should we keep on blaming them when we are not available? So we should get engaged, we should get involved. This one was supposed to be full, and then even, this was not even the right venue. But now it's proven that it was the right venue because we are not engaged. We need to start being engaged so that we stop blaming our leaders and our elders that they don't want to. And then we identify our strengths, assets, and areas of growth. And this can be done through focus group discussions, initial project interviews, consultations, meetings in the community, and forums. And then we keep on building partnership and collaboration, which is very important. when we come together as partners and we collaborate, we do great things. If more than what you can think you can do alone, we invest more on training. This has cost the company more money to organize what we're having here today, which is also like training because we will not go back home the way we came. We support local leadership and initiatives. You need to support the leader. Don't just think that you don't support that initiative or you don't support that leader, that when you be the one, you will do nothing. When you be the one, you will do nothing. So support the leaders that are there. And when you support them, you start with grace, you learn from them, so that when your own time will come, people will also support you and embrace flexibility and adaptability. And we are concluding by saying that community development and capacity building are essential for creating positive change in our communities. By empowering individuals and communities, we can build a brighter future for everyone. Let's work together to make it happen. As we wrap up, I want to leave us with this thought. Community development and capacity building are not just a responsibility. Yes, it's not a responsibility. We should not think that they are overloading us, but we should consider ourselves privileged to be doing what we are doing. It's happening in our generation. So that's a privilege for us. It's not a responsibility, a privilege for us that is not given to any other person. Not everyone is privileged to be here, and we are privileged to be here. So it's a privilege for us, and it's not just a responsibility. Remember, every big change, we must start from a small step. And we gather our friends, brainstorm ideas, we take action. Our journey to community development starts now. It is now that we need to start. We started some time ago, we need to continue and we need to rekindle the fire. We need to start burning more and more, and we go ahead. We need to do more better than we did before. The key is change. And the change is our mindset. We need to change our mindset as a group. Thank you for your time, thank you for your energy, your commitment, shaping a better future for ourselves. Our community, we have to move forward. Please, let's get to work. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, for this brilliant presentation. I know that community development and capacity building, we need to increase awareness, enhance our skills, foster collaboration, and we need to participate at every stage of the development process. We should not be spectators in the development process and also key stakeholders in this process. And for capacity building, we have to empower ourselves by formal education, active participation, advocacy, and leadership. And we know the process of learning never ends. We should keep learning. So community development and capacity building, the two of them can create a formidable and unstoppable force for development. Yes, we can. I want us to give another round of applause. Our previous speaker in Latvia. And to clarify, here we are dealing with youths. And the first speaker was talking engaged. Second speaker, engaged. Engaged here is participating in development, not be thinking of, if you are thinking of some other thing, you are talking there of development, not the other engagement, because I see people smiling when they are engaged. You will be engaged, not a detail, you can then work and get engaged after. Let us know, invite us to the engagement. Thank you very much. We have two questions before we go to the discussion. Two pressing questions. Before the question, I want to acknowledge the presence of the representative of the Lord Mayor of the Lab Workers. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chair, congratulations for the brilliant presentation. I have a preoccupation following the full presentation. We are talking with the premise that the community question is very much available and ready to accept all these skills that go back to pass on them. Now, in a situation where a community is very hesitant, I'm happy when you define a community. Now, is do something, and then your community is educating, is not welcoming. At times, they even like the idea, and they don't like you. Now, how do you don't want to give up? How do you perform that stuff? No. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That wonderful question. You said it is a process and not an event. Meaning, and she said we need to be accepting and we are diverse. It's not everything that you start accept and welcome in. Now, there are people that will have an initiative, but there are people that will have to take that initiative. I can have an idea, and maybe because of maybe human being, maybe because of where I'm coming from, because of my family, because of my background, people does not easily buy that idea. And so I should also be smart, identify who is that together. So a form of an idea, what also that and it's not me who work. Also ask about even if they go give a pioneer and then let someone also who can be accepted by the community take over from you. So it's not everything that will be accepted, but then when we are consistent, when we persist, we will keep on fostering, going further and further, standing despite the storm, and above all, pray. Pray to those who like you and those who don't like you. God also can touch their hands and say them. The key things around should be persistent, should be consistent, we should equally identify people to work with. Collaboration, we talk about collaboration, we talk about partnership, and so we bring all this to play. There's no way, don't give up. Don't be selfish that it's an idea. You can be the initiator of that project, but let the name of another person check. Let's take the case of Senegal. The president of Senegal was not the main man. The main man is the vice president. Prime Minister is the prime minister. The main man was the leader, and he told that no, if I give it to this man, he will take this thing for us. And that's why he said his friend. So we need to identify the people we have, look into our society, and people can take it and succeed. Now, if the prime minister insisted that my party as the main man, I must be the one to be elected the president, maybe a different person would have taken over, and then he would not give you the prime minister. So I think that's what the people. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there any other? Okay. Okay.
It was a wonderful presentation, and I want to add there is another thing. Did you just come out from the cruise? Have they been seeing you? Because there are people who are, we call them anti-social. They don't want to participate in anything. They don't want to be there for others. Even in when they are that, there's somebody living here when they hear that it's from Kuku, but they've never seen that person. When it comes to anything that concerns you, when it comes to anything that has who will people carry you there, you will never accept it. If you sit now and you're that type of a person and you're coming up with that vision, who do you think stands behind you? Who is going to stand behind you, or who is going to vote for you? That yes, I know this person, this person is. Because it's when you interact with people, it's when you socialize with people, and we need to say, okay, this lady can do this man, if he's coming up with this to that person, so he can actually do it. So, Mr. Principal, I think that giving other people to come behind you to give you a push, even if another person is supposed to be a flag bearer, be the flag bearer yourself by participating in your community, by being there.
Okay, thank you for that. We have to know, just to add something to that, you can have an idea, develop the idea. You have to be prepared when you are bringing it out. That's why a musician and artist will make a long time in the studio when he's sure he's ready before you come out. If not, you bring your idea, people will steal. You have social media. You can see some of these comedian skits. Somebody, when you see some, you have seen this thing somewhere, but the guy was not popular, it was not well shot. But now some other person is bringing the same idea because they are not creating anything. We are just recycling things that other people are doing. So if your own is not, you don't have the right camera, the right director, the right way of doing, you will just put an idea and someone will just come and take Sabinus will just do it another way. And you not even understand whether if you are the one who started. So be ready, build your capacity. The IT, you have to be strong in the internet, strong in the social media, stuff like that. We'll come to that later. We are coming to the close of the panel, the two keynote speakers. I think we should have maybe a musical interlude before going to the panel discussions, I think. Okay. Yeah, that's the name. I've been looking for that name, Castro. He played with veterans last year, right? He was running and not even seeing the ball. He's very strong in business.
President, you don't keep
thank you for giving me the chance to say a word. I want to appreciate Castro for the brilliant presentation. And the question that was asked him, I think we need to add something to what he said about it.
Yes, sir.
The chairman has stated that after the last OCDA fundraising, when I got back, after a few days, I opened my telephone and I saw discussions in the Oko Entertainment Guilds. I think that's how you call it. They were bitter. There were many of them who were bitter that they were not invited to present or to stage at the hall. That only two of them were there, and they were angry about everybody. That I told them, if you don't build your capacity, there is no way you can stand to be recognized by even your people. So I am coming to answer the question of what will you do? Please don't try to limit yourself to book. If you want to be known as a musician, if you want your initiative to be bought, you will not force people. Just make sure that you keep working. That is one of the tenets of entrepreneurship. Continue to work hard. I told them, go to the world. Play music to entertain the whole world. Learn what music is all about. So that when they will hear you sing in America, or when they will see you present in Côte d'Ivoire, like our daughter, they will say, in the next OCDA convention, if they don't see this artist, If he is not invited, if she is not invited, we will not be happy. That is where they will call you. The Oku people will embrace you. So don't go down there and hide somewhere that you have not been accepted, that you are initiated as well before in your community. And you know that you will never be accepted, you will never be accepted in your community. That one who, so that is just to add to what Pastor said. That walk away does not mean you forget about your community.
That was perfect. That is why I did what I know doing. I've just been doing what I love doing, what I know how to do best. It's me, Castro, one shape on day.
Grandma said, don't try to be local. We have problems in our community. I've been interacting with the community now for 5 years or less. And there are people doing a lot of comparison. You are seeing something that your child cannot appreciate. When you are comparing another artist, build their capacity, be something. If you are good, you are good. There's no need. Well, it's expected to do.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, Pastor. I want us to, I would just like to add to what Castro has been saying. We are talking about community development, talking about my community. We may miss the point because I have the feeling that we are thinking that we should do things for people to appreciate. Salt has never been advertised. Salt is good, and whoever knows salt will go for salt. When you have something to do for the development of their community, don't wait to be appreciated. Don't wait for people to follow you. Do it. Do you need your father to fix that bridge in front of your compound? That water, you don't need that. Begin from what you can do with your own skills and your own means. That is what we call independence and self-confidence. It's because we are grown up in a society in which whatever you do is because you want to be there. It's because you want to be the honorable member of parliament. That's when we have a problem with community development. Nobody is thinking that I have to start walking on this bridge, thinking about to walk because people have to make use of it. We want to do this because we want the former prime minister to stay in. That's where the problem comes in community development. Please do what you can at your own level. Think big, start small, but begin right away. Don't wait for people to appreciate you. We all have been gifted with that knowledge of knowing the difference between good and bad. Do what is correct. Use the small means that you have. And before you know it, people will follow you and run after you, like people come running to buy salt without any advertisement. Count on your own powers, count on what you have to give the community, and stop thinking about what the community will give you. The community will come to you when they discover you are good. Thank you.
God will bring them over. Yes.
All right. As part of the capacity building was listened to, I think that we shall be inviting the artists. I think there are two of them, Jeff J and Backup, to showcase their talent to us in part of their capacity building as well. I will not wait the day that we shall be at Oga National before we begin to discover them. So, DJ, I don't know if they are ready. Then please, we shall be inviting everybody to support these young guys as they are going to sing on the stage. We were yet connected by one. We were yet connected by. As we level together, Ukoye, Wakakoye, Achaptana, Baukanaji, Uno and Naji, Rudy Jimmy Sambera, Belly, Gabi, Belly, we saw the pet, but they can't, that's what they see. So, Yaki got them a beat them as the HM the working. I will go on here. Yaounde such a. If you are happy and you know you clap your hands. If you are happy and you know you clap your hands. Yes, we are connected. We are connected. Well. We were yet connected by more friends. We were yet connected by more friends. We were yet connected by more friends. Okay, DJ. Song. Come and see what the Lord has done. Come and see what the Lord has done. My brother, come and see my sister. My brother, my sister. Mama, Papa. DJ. I know. As a rule, because I have been some reason. Một con này của cái la này cái la là tổ hương vị thực. Mà già nó. Vô điều. He has done me well, and what's the Bible? Oh no, and we read the gospel, and it comes the Bible, and that's how I go, appearance of life. We were yet like inside of the government, your rich community statement, No more qualification, no more qualification. Because we are as I am doing. This is not we are as I am doing. If you don't believe, don't be waiting for the judgment. For them children, if you are not listening to you. For them children, if you are not listening to you. Empty and our things can see you. Empty and our things can without mistake. It comes so good. Without mistake. It comes so good. I found the difference. I want to thank you very much. And now we are very proud. My friends, they don't know. You guys keep the faith. I don't know what to do. You need to go along with everything. Thank you very much. If you believe that the way to income, you better do what you have to do. And have faith in your hands. No more what we take on for prayers on the beat with your content of our praying. If you need after all, we are human and looking into memory. We have been seeking, give it a victory. For your word, we have to bow down before you, oh God, to plead for mercy, forgiveness. Thank you, God. We needed the tendency just to let go about vanity. All right, thank you, Bangkok and GJ. Right now, we shall enter another phase of the program. If I talk, can take over.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Master of Ceremony. We are going to enter the panel discussions, and we are going to have two panels. The first panel, panel one, will be on Oku Youth, Security and Nation Building. That panel will be moderated by Commissaire Division Sama Kaili. The second panel will be about Oku Youth, network marketing, entrepreneurship, and small-scale enterprises. That panel will be moderated by our Inspector General, Mr. Daniel Nathan. I'm going to present the moderators, and the moderators will present their panelists. Commissaire Division Sama Kaili has worked all over Cameroon. His last station and position was Commissioner of Public Security. Commissioner of America. And since 2021, charged the two at the cabinet of the Delegate General for National Security. A UN veteran in the Kosovo and Haiti expedition, holds a Master in Law from the University of Douala, an officer of the Order of Merit, and a true Oku son to his root, an other member, a humanitarian and equal rights crusader, a great admirer of this youth generation. He's married and a father of many children. Ladies and gentlemen, can you welcome Commissioner? Thank you, sir.
Mr. Chairman, the President of Oku Youth, the Vice President of Oku Youth, National of the President, the Inspector General, the representative of the Lord here, and some beautiful vocal youths. Good afternoon. When I was called up by the organizers of this forum, this summit, to say something about security, I thought to myself, but why? Because I was facing a generation that I never lived with them. You know, old people who are already outdated. So it will be a very, very big challenge to address people who might not understand the older ways of doing things. And I was so lucky that the two speakers, Madam and my junior brother, they almost did what we call here to talk about. Because our topic in my panel was security, nation building, and barriers. Overcoming barriers. I thank the organizers because for some time this might be the first time people are inviting a police officer to come. And you know,
Police is our friend,
police are like that.
Police is our friend.
Thank you. I know we don't have enough time. That would be so great. I am in a panel with the Assistant Superintendent of Police Keja, and another panelist will be coming online at Kenya. So, thank you, Mr. Chair. Security. Well, I stand here with my security. First of all, look at one spot and see whether we are secure. Somebody coming in to pick up the gun. How did we leave our houses to this place? How shall we go back home? By tomorrow morning, shall we see in one of our programs that there was an accident and somebody was going home. A lady's bag snatched, somebody else stolen for this one and this one. And that's the challenges of security. Yes, the two speakers, when they talked, when Madam presented, gave her presentation, we security experts will look at all these buildings. I would have not changed to say that this building. Because if you follow the later what she said, we not need to stand on the streets because we live in a world where we like each other, where we accept our identity, where you don't need to lock your doors, recruit guards or group no. But that is not the world we live in. And the challenges come when we are doing when we're talking about security, then something has gone wrong. Are you getting me? Because if our world was like that, we would not need all those things. But we are when we a policeman already said something has already gone wrong. Why? What world do we need? Let me start from taking Mother Hen. When Mother Hen has the small ones, we cover that is security. And Mother Hen to the small ones, to the stronger you can do that security. A Christian will tell you my security is in the law. All those who are coming guns here, I don't care. A taxpayer pays his tax, and he says the government needs to give my security. Yes, if I pay my tax, I don't want to come and see that my vehicle has stolen, my child has gone missing, a child went to school, everything now for meeting with the child, meeting with the child, means there is something wrong in our security. Just this meeting we are holding, when Mr. Setia went to the bureau, there is always a paragraph there in the bureau person who are in charge of the security system. So written there, take care of the security, organize and take care of the security. Then I will talk, say something, government policeman. I will talk about the security that I know, which is the role of the state in security. And I will come down again after all the security forces. I will come down again to the national security where I come. And I know you are looking at me, looking at the security situation in our country is not the best. Not to talk of us who are displaced from Yaounde. Not to talk of some people who have been away for more than 8 years without going. Let me tell you, Cameroon has one of the best security systems in the world, despite the challenges we have in the northwest, the southwest, in the north, and Boko in particular. If I am addressing governments, I will tell them that the situation is not that bad, that we are only secured, like the speaker said, if we respect the rules and abide by them and live like good citizens, we should not join the wrong boys and girls. And still you will ask me, this man talking here, I believe 80% of those in the have problems with the cars and the rest. Many have had problems. Thieves, even police people who are supposed to give you the security, they have harassed you left and right. What is that person there and say? To who could you, because we have to come here and go out. Cameroon is a country, no uniform conversation. Anybody. Let me see. And listen. There was a problem when we were living here with Muslim ID cards, expired ID cards. The delegate general expired receipts. Nobody should worry you. Don't give money to police. You have problems with the police, call dial 1,500 meal service. Move around in good hours. Avoid problems. Avoid joining bad group. That is just a hint because I cannot talk about security so big and it's so wide. Nation building, we should be Cameroonians with all our heart. And I know you will still ask me, people are young, intelligent, many have diploma. What should we sit here and do? Should we go join the bad boys? This country bad. We have to take the Mediterranean road. We have to go to Mexico. But listening to the speeches of our president, I'm not a politician. The UK of 2024, we said that way out is not guaranteed as good. Every day, 80 African varieties of beer that we the next week, and every day. at the average. So what do we see in those questions? And the chairman was well elected, was a youth who have followed him in CM TV many occasions. If you follow him in CM TV, why we should Barry Extra Unit, Madam City, or the post conservative diversity. We don't love ourselves, we are not engaged. If we don't look at that, as someone like that, every day, they say this. If we don't think about who we don't make ourselves, then we will start accusing other people for being there in one spot. I'm sorry I've taken long. Like I said, the two speakers did the job for all of us. What the chairman copied, if I bring my small book there, my own notes that I was taking, 70, and I'm taking the notes to my house. ASB, I know you have to get ahead of me. I will leave you to continue. I'm sorry I did not, but if you have anything in Yaounde about your security, contact any of us. Meet the president of that. I said, the chairman said that I'm an OCDA member. I was president of OCDA in 1993. I chaired the forum 1993, and I chaired the OCDA fundraising in Washington, D.C. in 2010. So, just those two things that are present. So, Mr. Commissioner,
Thank you so much. Actually, honored to stand in front of the talking about security. Actually, it's a vast topic. And what I want to go is as a sort of advice. There are certain things we do ignorant. For us, every state, or every community to develop, there must be security. I've just once imagine a state that a policeman, somebody rush into the house, just fight once, and go down. It is a state of disorder. And first of all, there's one thing that was Cameroonians and in general survive. Cameroonians, they know their rights, they don't know their obligation. A policeman stops on the road, what is your mind is corrupt. That's the principle that everybody has. Everybody, if policeman stops, you don't even know what to stop for. The first thing you want to do by the at times, you insulted. I want to tell you something. My senior colleague said something that you have any important. Imagine that a policeman stops on the road. It's his colleague, and you insult him. What do you expect him to say when he comes at the scene? Nothing. Because I'm the one. Because I will put myself in a policeman's shoes. Meaning, if I was there, you insult me. I'll have nothing to say. Because if a policeman stops on the road and you are polite enough, if I take the phone and talk to you, you understand. But if you start by being insolent, you will be very, very difficult for you. Because the question you ask me, so you are the one that sent me to come and insult me. What advice is my body? I cannot take it because the police call is like a, I cannot say, it's a brotherhood. There's no way I can stand against a policeman. I can just beat on him to understand him. And secondly, there's something that was used to do. Is ignorance. I can take, for example, there's the new passport system. It's actually free. Simple to do it.
Maybe Cameroonian would prefer to give somebody 10,000 pounds. Force you to take the money. I don't know, I don't even want to hear about it. Those are simple things that you don't need. Go online, do your online registration, pay for your passport 2 days after you have your passport. I don't know what's about that. Even now, there's a single that's on the social media. It will say you don't need to renew your ID card, the receipt. As you walk on the road, the policeman cannot harass you for that because the DG general has given the license to everybody. The category has expired. You have problems at the bank. That's the only situation that you can have problem. And to add, most of us here are Anglophons. We feel people in the police people are here to complain something. There's something that they say, it's a saying that goes, he that has information offhand rules the world. The police, they don't do much. They don't do much. If the policeman enters this hall and takes out someone, it's a reason. You know that it's a reason. First of all, the way we dress in society is a lot. There are times on the road, they just move around the road. They meet a group of person and you see a particular person. It's for a reason. It's for a reason. You think if people, there are some of you that are traveling in buses, maybe going home, maybe somewhere else, and you see a policeman stop the car, get into the car, pick somebody, or goes on top of the car, brings at the back, and you put this, and each one is at the back. It's not magic. It's not magic, it's information. So if somebody are talking, police, you see the taxis, there are people that have spoken in taxi and find themselves somewhere that they can never explain. So what I would advise us as schools is to mind what to say and where to say. In social media, that's why we talk about cyber crime. People think that you can post anything on the internet and it's a special unit in the police for that. You post something, you fish you out and tell you when you post it. So let's just be careful and be good citizens. Because some of us find ourselves in areas where we are not just because we think that we are so powerful. And at times, when there's a riot, that you have, I don't know, you are going to a bar, you have to do something, you can stand in front of the crowd and make it. There's something that they call in the crowd, melee, because I don't know how to say it. Those people that fool the crowd. But the police to break down the riot, they think those people. You're in the crowd, you talk, you shout, you are making us your power, but the day that they out of that crowd, it becomes a problem. So that's what I want my senior brothers and when you don't be well. To be a good citizen, pose your problem, you can pose your problems responsibly. Responsibly. Just as I said, on that was me for one, if you saw that this man will don't call me, but I will not come. Or if I come down, I cannot support what you have done. So I don't even really want to go into detail because it's a topic that they just took me unaware. I just decided to go in the form of an advice. It was a bit of tips that we can use to survive in town. So I just think if there's anything, as he says, you can contact me, But we are talking of the national security. I know we have the population, I mean, we have the sons and daughters of people in the various forces of another. So I think that for us to survive as a people, we should first of all be good citizens. That's the key word. Be a good citizen. And before you want to ask their rights, know your application. So thank you.
Thank you. Consenting is on there for this presentation. I think one or two questions for that. I think sorry. Okay.
You're on. You're on.
Hello.
Yes, you're on.
All right, thank you so much. I want to begin by first of all introducing myself. I'm Tal Kenneth Ponsum, and I want to begin by also appreciating what my father and my elder brother have brought critically about issues of security. But my intervention here will focus about issues related to economic security and how it can serve as a way of us, breaking the barriers about things that do not unite the Oko youths. The first element I'll mention here is about the issue of entrepreneurship generally, because it's a strong barrier. And we have to understand that most often the conflicts and everything that drives, insecurity amongst young people is when your brother, your sister, your elder brother, your relative are economically more stable and you're not stable. It creates tension, starting from our households, and then it generates tensions within our villages and our community generally. And this is a serious problem amongst youth now. We understand the overall context in terms of how we are in our region and even nationwide. A lot of young people are trying to get, economic opportunities that can help them to meet their daily livelihoods and all of that, which is a very huge challenge, very huge in the sense that everybody is running behind opportunities, but opportunities are limited. And one of the persons who intervenes mentioned an issue about, the gap about access to information, which is a very strong point there. And when all of us are running towards a common opportunity, or maybe we are looking for opportunities and the opportunities are very limited, it actually creates a situation where it's as if we are fighting for something that everybody cannot have. So one of the ways we can address that is that if it's possible, if any youth, wherever you are and you have access to any opportunity, it's important to share these opportunities to your brothers, your sisters, and everyone. Because the moment you keep these opportunities and you keep it to yourself, it breeds suspicion, and those suspicions breed tension among young people. And it's like everybody feels that because you're there, you have these advantages. You don't want it to have a spillover effect to other young people around. So it's very important that young people, in order to secure themselves, wherever you are, even you're having your small business or you have a connection for jobs or whatever, it's important you share openly. Because when you share, it will open this, it will give a platform where everybody will feel that they can trust you and bring everybody on the common platform, and then we can be able to live together peacefully. Even if it has to do with opportunities for skill development. The major challenge young people face these days is that, yes, your brother, your sister has done this or that activity, but they don't have the skills, the necessary skills that can enable them, integrate maybe into a job or some other opportunity. And so it's very, very, very important that all these opportunities, when you come across them as a young person, share to your peers, share to your friends, your brothers, your sisters. This will help them to know that, okay, they can attend this or that workshop. The question I'll ask here, for example, this youth summit, which all of us are attending now, you can ask amongst every young person that is there, how many of us have made an effort that we should share to our brothers and sisters to mobilize them so that they get involved? And when you attend alone and you have not posted it maybe on your status or you have not posted it on your Facebook page or whatever, and tomorrow you're talking about it, your brothers and sisters feel like you just want to grow alone. You don't want any other person to grow. And so it makes the whole environment to be, feel to like everybody's insecure. You don't trust one person. You don't trust this person because if they have access to this, they cannot provide to you and all of that. And I will not talk a lot, but I just want to end that if young people understand that everybody can grow together as one person by sharing all the different opportunities they come across so that it trickles down no matter the level of the youth, even you're not educated and somebody
comes to a level where they have, maybe there's a project or something going on that requires just basic skills that do not require a certain level of education, and you get involved, it's going to build this network of collective solidarity and support across the board. And we believe that when people collaborate and they support each other to grow, no matter their level, it builds more of peace, it builds trust amongst everyone, and everybody lives together. So I feel that one of the core issues we can, break as young people, if you want to, to build national unity, build collaboration amongst young people, all of that, is that there should be this collaboration. Nobody should be selfish. It's not possible for you to grow alone. You can only grow if others are growing, which is very important. If this culture is built amongst the younger generation, then it will be possible that the parents, we have very few parents who are in maybe positions that can support all of us. But imagine how many young people are looking up to the elders, the older generation, for assistance. It's not possible that all these our elders that we have can provide for everybody. But then we have young people who have access to different sorts of opportunities all around the place that they can share to their brothers and sisters so that they can pull them along. But they are not doing that, which is something really creating a lot of insecurity amongst the younger generation. But we believe that if this can go across, that everybody can share what they can offer and bring everyone on board, then at the end of the day, it's going to reduce a lot of conflicts, and even our brothers and brothers and other sisters, or those who are reputed or maybe who are tempted to join other negative vices, they will understand that they have assistance from those who are able to, share the ideas with them and opportunities, and everybody is going to live together in peace, and our community will be more stable. That's just a little intervention I wanted to throw there based on what the first two speakers have intervened. Thank you, and over.
Thank you very much, Mr. We need to know that before you ask for your rights, please, you have to know your obligations. We can always think to our security officers, and we try to be on the right side of the law. We can think to them, they are able to choose, and they guide us. We have been doing that. So the youths are benefit, because these things is general about connection. I think that you can do easily if you get the right elder to get to. We can develop things together, like youths, to develop entrepreneurship business ideas, to be able to develop ourselves. So if you have an opportunity, tell your brother, tell your sister. There's enough space for each of us to develop, to grow. Someone is not in your field, and you have an opportunity in that field. And Mr. Kenneth ended by saying, our elders cannot provide for everyone. They cannot help everyone, but we can help ourselves. And if you are meeting an elder, that's an advice. Meet an elder, don't go for basic things like you want and give me 10,000. It's important to know that, because you can call the elder you meet, but if you go for 1,000, I can bet you the next time before you, and you put you at that 1,000 to, just like this else we call urgent care. Next time you have something interesting and you know that maybe something interesting in good business. So elders sometimes are occupied, they have things to do, and their time is limited. So develop your idea, develop what you want to do well, and you can meet them. And make sure that you have 5 minutes to present your idea to them. You don't need to talk a lot. It's an interesting idea, you don't need to wait. And I'm a businessman, I think I don't have time. Those people have 2 minutes. If you start and the thing starts out there, you give you juice and granules and you have that time. And you will go and he say, we will call you. I wait for, when I came to the office in 2004, there was I to call you later. I called 2007. So if you have questions, you can ask 2 questions. I will go to the next panel. 2 urgent questions about security. What do you need to know about your security?
Okay.
Okay. On again for the second time. And I'm very grateful for the presentation about security. And I don't have a question actually, but I have something that I feel that our daddies in the house who have spoken to us about security can do to help some of us. The second speaker did mention something about ignorance. And even the Bible tells us that my people perish for lack of knowledge. We know that we're in a country where, presently in our context, we have a lot of our brothers and sisters who have left from home and they are residing in their own. And we know the challenges we have here. There are some information that come out that concern them. And because of language barriers, so people don't know. So my plea is, just like the issue of that you have your you have be able to pass with it if you're okay. If you behave confused, they get lost, they start crying. It's as if we have our various forums where we can always educate our people. When information come like this, that really need that we should know and put in practice. Please, would they come there and say one or two words based on those communities that often come out so that we can be enlightened and we won't continue following things for things that we don't know. People talk maybe in crowds, they don't know that in that crowd there is something that they're looking for and will be. But we feel that as we are together, we can speak. And if we keep being educated on a daily basis, I think that our brothers and sisters are going to be helped, and we will not have to go every time maybe going to cells to release our brothers who have been taken there because they spoke wrongly or because they acted out of ignorance. Actually, they say there is no ignorance, but once we are following, you are following. Please, they should educate us in our forums in most of these things. Thank you very much.
Is there another person? Okay, the Lord Mayor of Elaborate Council. And thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. I have a worry and what the security. There's something ongoing now and police are following. Many police are following into it. It's a scam ongoing now. There are many police now in Nigeria who have been promised good jobs there. When you get there, you call another person and they go there. I'm a victim. I have my brother-in-law there. So my question is, how can the Cameroon government cooperate with that of Nigeria to free these guys? Thank you very much.
Okay, you can just hand the mic to your neighbors. To our divisionnaires.
What Lord Mayor is saying is true, but I know officially that there is a text, a message, very young girls, so less than 25 years, going to Dubai. Means you are less than 25. You have everything, your passport, your visa, and you stand in Simagan and Kuala Lumpur to Dubai. The policeman who just look at me the same man is facts for the same things. Because of the complaints that have come from Dubai about our young ladies. The present scam in Nigeria and Ghana. It does not concern the females, like not the victims in Dubai, 60% were females. But in Nigeria, most of us females. And it has come to the notice of the authorities that many have been died, body parts are even so safe. a mafia market for kidneys and the rest. Like the chicken law. How do you see this true? The reports are going of hierarchy. And for now, since we cannot buy somebody from Nigeria, we ask if we shall documents. We are still waiting for the reaction of the hierarchy. It is true what can say. And like I say again, you have the men only to buy. So we can only advise our little brothers and sisters that it is not what we are saying is many deaths are being reported. I have a neighbor in Colbis, the wife borrowed $3 million from their women's meeting. He went in Nigeria and they had two. They took all the money. The sister in Nigeria who happened for my shop had to own Naira, pay him back. Our family not with that, so pay him back. You reach here and the wife is on a burden of the debt of more than 5 million. But the good guy is alive. And the wife can see the home. Many are not charged. So we'll pass the message slowly to Ira, where official text at one time and sign.
Thank you. The issue of this. It's a serious problem in this country. They don't even know the need to travel this safe as possible. You need to travel now to visit villages, you need to have a job, something concrete that they need to provide. Many people don't have their passport. I mean, I mean, when they are going back to the places. It's those the case of Nigeria has I think the government is away because it's cannot just go with information. It's so deep. So that, but there's one thing about the nothing goes. So people should not all be open unless I promise you heaven and earth that you listen. First of all, when somebody calls you on the phone and start commenting something, first of all, don't listen. Don't listen here. You listen here with confidence. Those guys they know how to compete. And if the worst comes, the worst accepted to do it, you come. Just a simple check. If somebody will put something to that, I don't know the person. Cut the line, block the number. Because there's no way government will come and do that for you. It's just to be put there. You move on the taxes, somebody gets that money. The wretched person want to make you rich. Why is the person not rich? So it's simple. Don't give it 20 years such things. It's simple. No one give it, don't convince you. That's why I just wanted that.
Okay. Many thanks to our security officers. I want to add that one of the people fall into this scam sometimes because of this comparison issue. You see a line going to Dubai, you don't tell people because you want to go to Dubai and surprise the guy, a big man and a big man. So you just bend your head and do everything and you find yourself in Dubai. And when you enter the shop now, you start, come. Why did that person not tell you when he was doing papers and let's do our papers together to gather for one rest? You just went down. Sometimes don't leave your brains at home. Your brain, when you're walking around, I just see people fall into some scam and forget their brains at home. When you get up in the morning, 5 a.m., you can pray. By 6 a.m., you can remove your brain clean and put it back so that you put on your brain. Don't put the brain that's off. No. So we'll go to the next panel discussion. Panel number 2, Oku Youth, Entrepreneurship and Small Business Development. This panel will be moderated by our Inspector General, Mr. Daniel Nathan. Mr. Daniel Nathan is a graduate of the University of Yaounde. He has a Bachelor in Enterprise Development in Shikoku University in Japan.
a master's in business development, Singapore Management University, an administrator, translator, a teacher, business developer. He's a former regional delegate at the Ministry of Small and Medium Sized Enterprises. He was one time Inspector 2, and now he's the current Inspector General of the Ministry of Small and Medium Sized Enterprises. Let's welcome the round of applause.
Thank you, the National Head of OCDA, new President, all protocols to be respected, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome and good afternoon. I always like it when it's time to talk about entrepreneurship and small business development. But the question always asks is, what is entrepreneurship? That's big goals, isn't it? Entrepreneurship sounds like French. It's not French, it's not English, it's nothing. Entrepreneurship is just looking for what people need and giving them that thing for a fee. You get people pay you for giving them what they need. And all around us, as we see here, we need something. The national president needs something. The people of the security, they need something. I need something. Why don't you give me that thing and ask me to pay you for it? I will pay. Don't do it for free. I'm not talking about benevolence. I'm talking about getting somebody paying you for what you do. As I sit here, I see the national president. He has brought his wallet. This empty box is standing here. He will throw it. I can take it and sell, make money. That's entrepreneurship. It's simple. You don't need to go to Shikoku, you call one university in Japan, you call one in Singapore. It's not important. It's being able to fry makara into doing and selling and making money. That's entrepreneurship. It's simple. It's very simple. And now, when we talk about entrepreneurship, it may be big, it may be small, it may be formal, it may be informal. I'm talking here about informal because I'm talking to my brothers and sisters who have left the village because of insecurity. They are here, they are dying of hunger, they are dying of poverty. We want to make you rich. Here, you'll be rich. Hey, I'm not a motivational speaker. I get paid for everything I do. You will pay me. Yes. I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm not a man of God. You pay me. I don't do anything for free. You pay me. Because I'm an entrepreneur. You pay me for that. So don't say, hey, just come and give me money. You pay me. So it is simple. What we are saying is that you are here. You are secure because our brothers have talked to you about how to be secure here in Yaounde. And after you feel secure, the next thing is your stomach starts burning. You have to eat. Your landlord is holding you by the neck. Your girlfriend is holding you for money for pay. You have to pay. How do you get that money? The small and medium-sized businesses. As we speak, Cameroon has 350,000 small businesses. And there's this noise that we make every day that once we are emergent country by the year 2035, we need 2 million small businesses to become emergent. So the harvest is plenty, but the laborers are few. There is space. All that you want to do, there is space. Small business. Don't tell me about taxes. Don't tell me about anything. Other people have succeeded. Why not you? And that's the problem we have. Because we always start by saying it's difficult things. It is so simple. You need to make money. We have all come here, you need to make money. Just like all we have our brothers, we have our sisters here who have succeeded in doing those small businesses. And when we say small business, you think that it's a Cameroonian thing. No. In Japan, in America, in Singapore, in Germany, small businesses, they make a day. Don't think that you want to be big. Because you always begin by being small. Think big. Start small, but start now. The business you want to do, don't lose it for tomorrow. Start now. Now, as you speak. Okay, now let's come to real things. What's a small business? A small business is any business that can, I don't want to talk university. I don't know people. I'm the man of ground. I talk small. Small business is any business that employs between 1 person, 100 person. So all the businesses that you know, they are small businesses. All the businesses that you know, they are small businesses all over the world. It's the same thing. And you don't need, I don't want to start talking about getting formal because you tell me, no, taxman has done this, the council has done this, health has done this. But when I look around, I move around and women, I see those women selling Ramadan. They have to go to school to know that they are doing it. Why not you? Don't tell me you don't have the capital because you are prepared to take 6 million and pay to go to Enam. When will you ever get back that 6 million? For heaven's sake. You want to write, you want to collect bribes, the commissioners will catch you that same day and put you in the prison. So start small businesses. And that will make you rich. I'm only employing 250,000, 300,000. So that's 29 million people are going to. If you don't start a business, who will employ you? My brother, my sister, nobody. We don't need much. All of us here will have phones that are worth 50,000, 100,000, 50,000, 10,000, can start business, and before you know it, you are rich. Don't tell me about tax, don't tell me about the tax man, don't tell me anything. Don't tell me it's difficult, it's very easy. And to tell you that what we are saying is very practical, is feasible. We have our brothers and sisters here who have tried it and are going to be talking more about that. And that is why we'll be having our sister, Mrs. Lando Elizabeth. Please give her a hand to record him. We have our brother, Peter, oneself, who will be talking upstairs. Then we'll have an online someone who will presenting online, Mr. Henry O. Don't mind about Ola, you'll be talking English. If you want English, you can go. You'll start talking. And by the time they are through, if I come and start talking in my big grammar to conclude, you will have understood that the future for the young, for the old youth is entrepreneurship. That is doing something that people want and getting somebody paying you for it. The situations are out there begging to be exploited. The situations are out there begging to be exploited. Let me just give you one short story. The other day at a ceremony somewhere, I met somebody selling alcohol. He had got his money, put them in small packs, and was selling a liter for 7,000. I almost held that guy to a fight. I said, but no, my uncle's in the village everything was 4,000, and you're here selling for 7,000. He said, my friend, shut up, it's entrepreneurship. He was making his money. Why our old youths not doing that to make money as a show of entrepreneurship in their small business development? Elizabeth, please, can you come up with me? And tell us what you're talking about. Where we get.
to achieve this particular thing. You should not just do things in the air and expect to see results. No. When you set a time bound, you will discover that you'll be able to do a follow-up evaluation. You will monitor your progress and see that, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing in January. Have I succeeded to do it? If I'm not, I go back to the drawing board. Secondly, for you to succeed as an entrepreneur, you should know your personality type. And that is where I'll be coming in with what we call the modern students. Sorry. Now, when you know your personality types, you'll be able to know what you can do, the different types of things you can do, and how you can succeed in them. If you don't know your personality type, it will be difficult for you to choose what you want to do. Because Holland talks about the 6 personality types. And the first one is, are you a realistic person? Secondly, are you an investigative person? Thirdly, are you an artistic personality? Are you a social being? Are you an enterprising personality? Are you a conventional personality? As he said, he does things for money, and if you want to know the meaning of all these personality types, I'm just a seat away from you. You're going to have a career that will make you discover your personality type. And as the chairman said, don't go and sing music that even your child would not appreciate you. And also, Mr. Batson also said, did you go to a music school? Or did you just see people singing music and you just say, okay, let me also sing Lolanga Badi or Lolanga Beef or whatsoever? We should be intentional in what we do. If you are a youth and you want to succeed, you should be intentional. Don't do A because your friend is doing A. Don't do B because your friend is doing B. You don't know the background is coming from. And another thing is, when you have a business idea, I always say this: make sure you tell it to the world. Make sure you tell it to that person that you are afraid that person can see you fail. When you have an idea and you don't tell it out, I promise you, you will not be able to work on it. But when you tell it to somebody that you are afraid of disappointing, you will find yourself working hard to fulfill that idea. And as I continue, I would like to talk about what entrepreneurial tips for the youth. The first one is choose a business idea that aligns with your personality and interest, your passion, interest. It's the same with research. If you go in for a research topic and you don't have interest in, I beg you to surrender on it. The student that I get will tell you that. If you don't have an interest in that, or if you have not really seen a researchable problem and you jump into it because you saw it somewhere you want to copy, I bet you will abandon it on the way. And it is the same with a business idea. If you choose a business idea that does not align with your interest and passion, you will not be able to pursue it. Then secondly, when you choose it, what should you do? You should be able to start small. Start small and scale up. Start small and if you just want to start a business of 5 million, 10 million, 2 million, can you control 100,000? I want to control 2 million. Start from small. And when you're growing, what happens? You'll be able to know what to do and what not to do. And you'll be able to do what? The research on the market. Who are my targeted audience? Who am I going to sell to? Who am I competing for? You don't just go because you are only 500,000. You don't want to sell what everyone wants. Who is ready to buy? And if I'm selling this thing, how many people are doing the same thing? That's what we call the SWOT comes in. The SWOT name stands for what? The FA stands for your strength. What are my strengths in what I want to do? And the WJ stands for what? Your weaknesses. Yes, I want to do this. What are those weaknesses that I have that might be a barrier to what I want to do? And they always stand for what? The opportunities. What are the opportunities I'm going to have if I finally develop this business idea? And the last one there is the threats. What are the threats I have for my competitors? What can I really do more than them? And if they are doing this more than me, does it mean I will fail? And if I will fail, what are those things I am supposed to do? When you conduct your research market, the market, what should you do? You go for a business plan. The same is a business development. Many people don't know that for you to succeed in a business, you're supposed to have a business plan. So you just do things haphazardly? No. You're supposed to seek the assistance of a project of a business developer to be able to draw you a business plan that will be able to what? Give you a roadmap. What do you want to achieve? What do I actually want? It is the same as those that are already in the business. If you already have a business that is going and you think that it is not going well, you're supposed to go to a business developer and do what we call an integrated marketing plan. That integrated marketing plan is going to help you to know the strengths, the weaknesses, or whatsoever that is happening to your business. And from there, you'll be able to what? Grow. Now, I advertise about my school to businesses and these people. But at the end of the day, I have only one student. What went wrong? What was I supposed to do? You come back to the drawing board. That's what we mean by what? An integrated marketing plan. It will help you to already existing business. After doing your business plan, what should you do? Make sure you do what? They work. Make sure you meet people. And who are these people you meet? You are supposed to be who? Your customers. Sell yourself. Sell yourself. Many people who know me, they know me as a teacher. But nowadays, when I meet you, I would like you to understand that I'm not only a teacher, I am also a counselor, a professional one at that. If I don't sell myself, who will buy? Nobody should be talking. So that you don't them out. I said, yeah, you don't them, right? You have to remove people to create, see the size and beat the price before they buy. You don't keep yourself hidden and you expect people to come to you. Are you sold over here? People will buy it. You're not. Sell yourself. The next thing is for you to do what? Keep up with what? The quality of your product. What makes entrepreneurs to rise and fall is the fact that you start producing, for example, like these shoes, when it came out, how many people can testify it was good? But what happened? When the customers started coming, the water started increasing. And when the water inside will start increasing, what will happen? The customers start producing. To succeed, keep up with what? Quality. Let your services sell themselves. Let people come from the east, west, north, and south because of one touch traditional regalias. Let people come from the east, west, north, and south because they want to eat what? That fresh tilapia. Don't go and start doing something the way people are coming to you, they see a different thing. Keep up with what? Quality. We should also make sure that we do what? We are used to what? Adapt. Welcome new ideas. Don't stay with your kind of stereotype mind. And no, this business idea you're bringing, if I go in and I do something, entrepreneurs are risk bearers. If you don't bear risk, money will not come. If our chairman has to tell us how much he has put into the fresh, I don't know the name, but he's doing something, right? That if he were to be afraid that it might not work, what will happen? The benefit he's reaping now will will never come. If you are free to invest 1,000, will you ever have 2,000? You will never have it. Another thing is for us to do what? Embrace technology. How do you embrace it? Positive. Don't embrace it negative. Do research for the business you want to. If your business is already there, how can this technology help you? There's another thing we call branding. Do a lot and good work. Branding. If I sell for here, everybody will buy. Do you know why? Because I know that most people are having diabetes, most people are having hypertension. I will write on my that no sugar for you. Are we listening? Yes. When a diabetes patient will see, whether there is sugar there, they will buy. You push yourself. What you're selling. Well, it's so interesting. People are just writing for areas. Everybody's writing. Practice it. Let the name of your brand be what? Captivate it. Let somebody still read, and when the message when the people before come back and when you hear the name of our sisters, the traditional wear she's doing, one touch. Meaning, once she arranges it and you wear it, there is no arrangement of any other party. Once she touches your dress, it is okay to go. Are you getting the name? One touch. Are we together? That is what we mean by. Are you following the line? Are you struggling to come in with something new? We want to sell dresses online and everybody to do. Do you want to sell what you already have in your hands? And most importantly, when help is coming, will that help meet somebody who is ready? Because many people are saying, when I was not there, I was managing. Why have people developed a skill? Nobody was born with a skill. People go for what we call skill training. And when you have a skill, what happens? You can easily have what we call entrepreneurial support. Somebody will be supporting you, knowing that what you are doing will yield fruits. But if you don't have anything to show for it, and you come for audience 2K, when they give you today, the next day they will block your number. But when you come with a business idea, that okay, help me, let me learn it for you to be upgraded to buy me. Because of the welcoming business to see that you are going to make yourself strong. Nobody. If you are not ready to move, helpless. Thank you.
You see what Max is talking about. It's not movement, it's feel and work. And we just continue so that it doesn't get cold. I was afraid to take the microphone because I'm a candidate anti-climax. When somebody talks so well about the talking, it only takes another person who knows what he's talking to continue in that same domain. And that's what we're handing over to our brother, Babson, to continue.
Thank you so much, IG and Isa. Oh, easy. I don't even know what I'm going to say again. I'll just say almost everything. But as you know, Babson will always have the word to share, especially with the youths. Let me just start from one thing she said about branding. I happen to be here for 2 days. I think that is the reason for the choice of this person. This is somebody who is disabled and is doing business. I may not be succeeding for now, but I have prospect that I'm going to succeed.
Yes.
Another one is I am doing a practical business in Yaounde. So youth men need to learn how I'm doing it, how I start, how is it going on. So that's the background. Now, about branding. I had the name Babson before and I used it for over the years. And that is my branding.
We as youth, one post, focus on peace, for change mindset as far as education is concerned. Expression education is also the key. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We running out of time. Okay, now, no, we don't do answer.
Be reason also. It's and I say my favorite. It's the kind of thing so like they even try this. It plays so if they survive, can't see the place since they say I don't have the network. Even though the network even trying. I say my phone you know when you open network. My phone the network and see that time. I'm on the chair. I'm on the more ready for the button. There are people they talk with me, they say, I mean, the other one talk me, so they come to talk. Anyway, you want to call me, talk, so they talk, and I didn't get to talk. I tell you, that's not that, let me see, I know, that's it, no, even pause not out in that.
Okay, I think we should be rounding up. There's an item talking about action plan. And I think we don't have the necessary time now to present and adopt a good action plan. In your forum, you can discuss it, and maybe the coordinators can prepare another meeting to adopt the action plan. I also want to apologize for those who are online because of time constraints. The debates were so interesting. What they have to say, they can record and send also by voice, so that you can also have it informed. We also want the committee that is writing the report to let the report be ready in a week's time. Like the chairman have the obligation to go through the report and write the report, so that it becomes something that can be publicized. That's the word of the chairman. So we'll go to the closing ceremony. Sorry for those who are online. You don't seem to be happy. Time is an issue. Sorry about that. I'll give the floor to the national president of OCDA,
for his remarks and the way was
One small good news. I'll be the chairman, the coordinator, and all people will be respected. I want to take this time to thank everybody who has persevered to follow this very important program. I want to thank those who are following online. And I want to think that Congo and OCDA are moving ahead. So I think it is just barely 5 months when the youth wing was elected in Bamosam. And if we are already at this stage, it means that the future of Congo is bright. The future of OCDA is bright. So can we give a hand to the youths? I want to thank all the people who are here. They have a lot of potential. They have gotten the education and the needs. By the time we are organizing the second one, the third one, a lot of things will happen. I want to thank you. Be the youth that makes a difference. We have youths whose only difference is that they like anything, social media. They say anything on social media. Without even know where it started, you can see the end of the statement and it continues from that end without knowing the beginning. Those are things that we use that energy to get into entrepreneurship. As the use of Cocoa, we have a lot of potential. We should make use of that potential. We have the human resources among us. And I'm happy and thankful to them because if you see a man like Commissioner Sama, he's always there. Anytime you call him up, he's always available. So, qualities that you can hardly find. We have people like the Inspector General, we have the Director of the Taco, some people who are really available. All the tools who are here are available all times. Let's make good use of them. As the team, our team is youth embracing diversity and a what fostering unity. Let's take the analogy to this house. What we are all the material which is called put out the use to control the whole house from investment, their nails, cement, rods, all. And what are they doing? Together they form the whole, right? Those materials on their own could not form this beautiful hall. And diverse nature has been used positively. And if I spoke with you, as many as we are, not bring more than 100, the whole of Cocoa is more than 150,000 or 200, as we say. But if you look at it, the youth form a very high percentage of that population. If we can make use of our diversity, the way material is used to bring together our core structures, we will be a very strong people. I also want to say that if your society does not feel your impact, go back and find out why you were born. Don't find out why you were born. You were born just to feel that it's a wrong thing. Because all of us who come from is one thing you should know, whether you like it or not. None of you look at an application to be able to buy. Maybe if there was a chance to write application, no one would not have been able. But God decided to put you in a particular family, which means to have an assignment, a unique assignment, and the assignment is to what? In our diversity, we are diverse. We come from different families. In Oku, we come from different religions, from different aspects in our speakers. But at the end of the day, we are united under one thing, Oku. We are united under one thing, culture. What brings us together? And we, God has put us together, let us make use of that. I want to thank all of you. I don't want to take the time, but I will tell the youth coordinator that OCDA is fully behind you and support you succeed.
Because once the youths have succeeded, OCDA is sustainable. We will not want to hear OCDA has been resurrecting and dying, resurrecting and dying. But I believe they will never die with the creation of the youth wing and the women wing. I know these two, they form majority of the persons in OCDA, and I'm challenging you because from youth you either be men or women and take over from us. So there is continuity. And don't minimize what you have done. The start is very difficult. To start a thing like this from scratch, Mr. Coordinator, I congratulate you and your team because it is not easy. And keep being innovative because we keep saying that the youth is the leader of tomorrow. That is what makes the youth lead. We are the leaders of today, right? Are we not living here? Do we need to wait for tomorrow? Which future do we need again to be leaders? This is the future, it is here. We can draw inspiration from our God. You see, not the youth. He is at this, the things he has done within 3 years. Could you imagine that he could have done it if you still kept looking at him as a youth? So I'm saying that let's get inspired, get focused, and whatever we can do that can bring peace to people, let us keep doing it because all of us are very important. The youth who is at home, the one that is mending the gutters or clearing the roads, they are as important as all of us who are out here in school, in enterprises. So everybody has a role. Each of us is a building block. Each of us is material to make people move ahead. Each of us is a resource for people. If we take it that way, we will always move. And remember, God assigned you to move. You didn't assign yourself. I would want to thank Mr. Dombo, Patron Dombo, and chairman of this occasion. He has maturely coordinated the program, and I'm thankful to him that he's always available. He's always ready. And so we should count on people like this who are always ready. There are many people who are able, but they are not ready. Those are two different things. That's development. Development depends on who is ready and available. And that's what I'm calling on all of us to do. Let us be ready. Let us always be available. And our society will move. If, as we say, let us make it live it better than we made it. That is what we will live as a legacy. But if we live with more than we make, it's still a legacy, but it will be a legacy one. Thank you so much. I'm not the chairman, they will give the closing remarks. I'm just looking whether it will be a coup d'etat. So I'm not yet making closing remarks. But I'm thanking you for coming and say that the ambassadors of this conference take the message back, and Mr. Coordinator, make sure the conference comes up again as soon as possible. Thank you.
I guess I understand the closing remarks. Before closing, I would like to say 2 things. I would like us to learn a good example that I discovered just now. Mr. Dominic and the coordinator contested the elections in Babusa, and Mr. Etienne won the election, and they are working together. You don't know what I mean? So we are a hobby. We are not in a case where Mr. Dom Eric is hiding somewhere praying that he will fail. But he's putting his ideas for you to work. So that's very good. That's why I have to give you an award for sportsmanship. So this is some material that I have used for you. Mr. President, you too. You have an award. And everything they said, Tommy, he was not perfect, but the first, the second, or the better. and apologizing for those in the diaspora because they are part of their presentation. Elizabeth. Madam. The guy is not there. Someone. You are running to clear for now. So, just to say, I'm available to support and guide you with the detail we can have to chip in so that you can go ahead. I've always been inside the other president, and you chose me. It's an honor for me to be the chairman of this edition. So, it's an honor for me. And like I said, I want to report as fast as possible because they want to lay groundwork for the next one that we have to do. So, thanks for coming. Thanks for your patience. It has been a full day, and we hope and pray that everyone will go back safely, and that we hope that we have learned something, and that we should patronize people. We should be one another skipper, and if you have something to buy, try to buy from an local person, the local person will go out. That's how the Babylonians and the Jews have done to become wealthy. Their money circulates in their communities 11, 12, 13 times before going on. But for us, we just have something to buy from someone else. So I think it is a groundbreaking summit, and together we shall move forward very powerfully. Thank you. And with these few words, all protocols respected, I declare closed this summit.